hello there. Today I will be showing you my version of the Rathma set that you actually get after completing the season journey. And I use this build since I actually got the set. I always modified it, added new items, swapped out old items. And for now, let's say around T13 or greater 70, this build is very good because it will actually make it very easy. Around 3 minutes you will actually complete the rift. It will be not such big of a deal. We are using, of course, the 6-piece bonus of the Rathma, which will increase our damage by 2500% for whenever we have 4 mages. Roughly we'll have around 6 or 8 mages up all the time, mainly because we will use Reaper's Wrath, which gives us more primary resource when we pick up a Hell Globe, and we will be picking up Hell Globes mainly most of the time because the trash will be killed fast enough, you will consume the corpse, and there will be Hell Globes all around. You will not actually use Bone Spike to generate essence, you will mostly run around to pick up the Hell Globes and you can swap out the old mages with new ones. Because we are using skeleton mages with singularity, so that means for every point of essence they will deal a shit ton of damage. These things are very strong and it's a must to always, if possible, roll your weapons with max essence. Mainly we will use the Jesseth Set because every time we use command skeletons, the border will turn golden, and every time they are actually attacking, let's say, a mob, after they kill them they will rush to the next one and it will always be active. And while that is happening we will have a 40% increased damage for our mages. This is a must, and it's always important to keep your command skeletons attacking something. In case it's a juggernaut and it's alone, it's the only target, you must skip him because you can't actually target him and you will lose 500% of your damage. And try to roll, if possible, your weapon with as high damage as possible, because that will dictate our overall damage for the skeletons, so they will be much stronger. Besides that, we will use the Endless Walk set because we will be moving around a lot of the time, and when the mages are attacking you will just chill around and you will attack from behind, and that will increase your damage by a lot. If possible, try to roll intelligence, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance on both of the rings. And on the amulet, right now I'm using psychical damage, intelligence, and critical hit damage. If you're finding one with critical hit chance instead of the psychical damage, that is fine. We will be using, of course, the Crimson Sentence for the flat 100% increased damage, mainly because of Pain of the Trapped. And for the extra damage we will be using command skeletons with Freezing Grasp, because every time they attack a new mob they will freeze him and it will always proc. After that, on the belt, right now I'm using a Witching Hour for the extra critical hit damage. While doing around greater if 70 you will not really feel that much of a hit because you can still handle the damage. If you're trying to push around 80 plus, D13's binding will be a must for the extra toughness. Now for the skills. I'm using Bone Spikes as a generator because sometimes you will run out of essence, you don't have nothing, your skeletons can't even kill a million, so you can generate the Hell Globe. So you must find the generator so you can actually start casting a few mages and start the train to actually roll. Skeletal Mage's Singularity, mainly because for every point of essence they deal a shit ton of damage. We will be using Blood Rush with the extra charge, so we can actually move a lot faster, mainly when we remain out of enemies and we don't have nothing to kill. Command Skeletons with Freezing Grasp, as I told you before, for the Crimson Sentence. And they will actually stack up really fast your second bonus from the set. You will gain damage reduction max 50 stacks, which will help you a lot. Devour, Cannibalize, this one will give you your essence and health, and if possible always try and numlock the bottom, because it will turn like into, it will be like the Devouring Aura, but this will actually give you health. It's not that tricky, it's very easy to activate the numlock trick. The most important thing is while it's active, try and click every move, don't hold and move around because it will not work. Bone Armor Dislocation for the extra stun chance, and when we will use Bone Armor mainly for the weapon cubed, which will give us more damage. For the passive we will use Final Service. If this procs while you are being smashed by a lot of mobs, and let's say you will take fatal damage and this will proc, you will lose sadly all your skeletons and a few of your mages. It's always, I recommend always if it's possible to go a little back and start generating a bit more essence so you can start going again until your skeletons will be resummoned. Overwhelming essence, mainly higher essence means much higher damage for the mages. Life from death, 20% chance to spawn a hell globe. So there's a 20% chance to get a hell globe to get 30% of your essence back. Extended servitude, we want as much as possible our mages to stay alive. In the cube, we will be using the Scythe of Cycle, 300% extra damage every time bone armor is active, and bone armor will be as much as possible active all the time with 10 stacks. That will actually increase our toughness, and we will be having that bonus up mainly all the time if possible. Tasker and Theo increase attack speed by 50%, this is a must. You can actually sometimes swap it up, but right now by doing greater 70 this will help you a lot. For the ring we'll use of course Circle of Nailush Evil or Julian's Love. You will actually, when you summon your mages, you will get 2 of them and they will last 4 seconds more. This is a must. Without that it will be much harder to keep your mages up all the time and they will not last actually that long. Sometimes it's really hard to get this ring, and if possible, if you get a really bad rolled one, try to keep it in your cube and equip a Crisbin Sentence. Uh, it will matter a lot on which ring will roll better for you. And besides that, that would be all. The main role would be that whenever you encounter your first mobs, you command your skeletons to
That
attack
is not
them.
possible.
After that you cast bone armor,
Not
so
enough
you will get
essence.
the buff up, the 300% damage and toughness, and after that you will start casting your mages and just spam bone spike and get your essence back. If there will be a lot of dead enemies, always try and run around to pick up the health globes, ignoring the bone spike, so that way you will have your essence up in no time.